sure enough, there's the new TV, and I've somehow got to figure out, they want to mount it right up here. Apparently this one is not working anymore. It's like tight to the wall, and they want me to see if I can use the existing brackets. I'm not even sure if I can yet. Now the trick with this is, how on earth am I gonna slide this off? It looks like it's mounted up tight to there and all that. So, you know, I went back and I got my flashlight, and if I shine it up in there, let me see here what I can do. I've got my camera on a tripod, and gotta make that a little bit smaller, and see way up there. I don't even know if you can see that. Well, in any case, this here, there's a set screw way up in there. Can you see it? There's a set screw up there. And of course it's an Allen wrench screw. And see, there's another one right up behind this. And if you didn't know that, there's no way you're going to take this TV off. And I didn't have, I mean, even if I had a small enough Allen wrench, how on earth am I supposed to get my hand in there to twist the Allen wrench, you know? So I got a little tiny screwdriver like that, and praying that that Allen screw head is loose enough to grab with this screwdriver and loosen that up, because all that thing is doing, all that screw is doing is keeping this bottom mount attached to the wall mount. Okay, and let's see what happens. I can get up in there and find that right up in there. And I got lucky because it's loose enough, you know, that I can just unscrew that with my regular screwdriver. Yeah. Did you know Allen set screws can sometimes be grabbed on in such a way with the screwdriver that you can use a small tiny screwdriver. Had I not had this tiny screwdriver, I could not have done this. And there's my screw. You see that? It's Allen. It's an Allen set screw, see? And I had just enough room to put my screwdriver in there and to kind of grab it just enough to loosen it up. Okay, so now I can go over, yeah, you're not seeing a whole lot here, but it's giving you the idea that some mounting brackets, if you got a mounting bracket like this, then you should be able to get it. In a minute, I'm going to have to lift this down, and this bugger is heavy. This is a Dell TV. Did you even know Dell made computers or made TVs? I didn't 7 or 8 years ago. Then I found out that they sell lots of TVs. I don't know about nowadays. Okay, here's my other screw that just dropped out. And see, if I take this TV now, let's just see what happens here if I can move this. Now, like I say, it's hard to get you back in there, but there's a wall bracket, kind of like a U-shaped channel that's bolted onto the wall that sticks out, and there's a hook on the bracket that's on here, and it grabs the top. It grabs the top of the TV and hooks over the slide. I'll show you when I get it down. And the bottom one where I took those set screws out, that holds it up tight to there. So theory has it, I should be able to swivel it away from the wall right now. And I don't think I'm going to take it down just yet. I'm going to show you. I have not done this yet. I should be able to swivel it away from the wall. See that? I can swivel it now because I took those 2 set screws out. So it should be as easy as now lifting it up off the top bracket and then I'm going to have to rearrange the wires, and I don't know if the wires are long enough for me to set this down on the ground, or if I have to get a stool to set it on, or whatever. I got to get my nail bag or my little lumbar belt support on first for this, because I don't want to hurt my back when I do this. I want you to meet my little helper today. Mr. Chair, hey, thanks for helping me out today. Now I can just lift that off, hopefully, and swivel it down to there at least. Let's just see. I have not tried this yet. Okay. Last thing I want to do is mess up my back. Now I can lift straight up. Ooh! Ooh! And straight down. See, I can just set it right to there. How easy is that? Now, I can take the, yeah, I knew that. I knew that. You know, they always seem to tighten those up with a pair of pliers or something. You know, there's no way I can get that. Here's the plug. Unplug that. That's the cable TV. So I've got to grab my, I've got pliers or a crescent wrench. Got a little crescent, and now I can carefully, oh yeah, you see that? When I'm turning that one, the other one up against the wall is moving, of course. Now I could unscrew it here at the TV, or I could unscrew it there. And son of a gun, the one on the TV, one on the back side of the TV seems to be loose. Okay. Now the report was this TV was bad, and it could have been. You know, I didn't turn it on when I got here because I was told to change it out to a new flat screen TV. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. But if you're having issues with your TV, it might be something as simple as your cord, your cable cord might be loose and not tight all the way. Okay, that's it. I've got this now. It's all about removing these brackets. The brackets are kind of small. The brackets are small, but yet they want to reuse these brackets if I can on this new flat screen TV. And this one, 32 inch, I think it'll work. And see that's how it hung off of the top. See this here? This top rail. It's like that. It also has a stop at both ends, so you can slide this TV wherever you want, and knowing the top is not going to fall off because it's there. Okay? See, that's where that goes. And then on the bottom, the set screw went straight up into there. And see, the set screw just fit up underneath here. That's it. That's why you don't have to have the set screws tight. You can make it snug so that at least it's not going to back out later. But see that rail? That's where the set screw was, and that just kept it from moving away from the wall. That's kind of slick. So they want to reuse this if we can, okay? And my next step is I'm going to set this down flat and undo this deal here. There's just a couple screws I have to undo. This one here, and then there's one right there. I think 2 screws, and that's it. On both sides, Phillips screwdriver. We'll have that sucker out of there. Then I'll have to pull out this TV right here and hope that the brackets fit on the back side. Hey, if they don't, I don't know what I'm going to do. We might be able to modify it or something. But see, this bottom rail has a slide in there, and here's a washer here. So hopefully I can kind of slide this up or down wherever, so the screws don't have to be, you know, exactly 4 inches apart or however far apart these are. Okay, stick with me, we'll get her. With your legs, not your back. Okay, there we go. Boy, pull that out of there. Yeah, see? Just, oh, okay, yeah, just 2 screws each. That's all there is to this. hopefully this bracket and these screws are long enough to go back into that other TV. And if they're not, maybe we can use this bracket. We might be able to use a bracket and might have to go to the store and get longer screws maybe, but well, we'll check that out in a minute. It'd be a shame if we had to take that bracket assembly off, because if you saw, there's really not that much room for where this TV is. That's why they had it, you know, up against the wall so tight. You can see, here's the bed, and then when that's over there, that's the only amount of walk area there is. Once that dresser is pushed up against the wall, you don't have much walk area there. So it didn't make sense to take that whole bracket assembly down and have a different style that scissors out or that angles down or anything like that. Okay, so my next step, I'm pulling that TV apart, looking at the back of it, getting it set up, and I'm just gonna get that TV laid down right down here in a minute. Be right back.